Hi everyone, it's Christine. Today I wanted to talk about the concept of asking. You've all heard of the phrase, ask and you shall receive. It's written in the Bible. It's something that you learn when you're young, but a lot of us never actually really practice it. We're too polite. And so one day I was walking through the bookstore and I picked up this book called Women Don't Ask: Negotiation and the Gender Divide. I actually haven't read it yet, but it's been sitting on my shelf. And I understood what it was saying. It was saying a lot of women especially have a hard time asking for things, hard time negotiating because they're empathizing with the other side. And I've done this for many, many years. I was very passive, trying to think about the other person first, and therefore I would sacrifice things that I deserved. Now that I know, I always ask. I had a professor that once told me that there was a story where there were male students and female students in his class, and one of the male students came up to him and asked for some sort of, I think it was some sort of teaching position or a teaching assistant position, and the woman in his class complained that the teacher had never offered it to them. Well, the teacher told them that it wasn't because he had offered this position, it was because that the guy had come and sought it out himself. He asked, and there was an opportunity that just happened to have been there, and it was a right match, so it was offered to the guy. So now this is just a story and an example of what might happen. A lot of women, especially, and I know there are men out there too, just a lot of people in general are scared of asking for things because they're worried about what people might think, inconveniencing the other party. I mean, there are a lot of reasons, and they're just scared that they'll get rejected. But once you realize that, once you try asking and you actually get what you receive, you're like, well, why didn't I do this sooner? So I've done this several times now with salary negotiations. I used to not ask. I was too scared. And sometimes when I ask family or friends, should I negotiate? Some people will say, no, don't negotiate because they're probably giving you your best offer. But really, that's not true. And people who've been in the world where they've done negotiations know that anything can be negotiated. So I'm just here trying to encourage you, whatever it is that you want in life, whether it's a higher salary, whether it's whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be about money. It could be about anything you want. To make your life better, try asking. The worst that could happen is they could say no, and then that's that. At least you don't bury that emotion inside, and that emotion comes out. You've voiced it. You've communicated what your desires are, and maybe you'll get rejected, but maybe down the line it'll plant a seed in the person's mind. Hey, maybe this person wants such and such, and when they come across that opportunity, they'll direct it your way. You never know. That happens all the time. Making sure you communicate and telling people what you want, it's very important. Now, obviously, don't tell people that are not going to support you, but my point is you have to ask first in order to even receive. So I encourage you to do so. Thanks for watching. Bye.